You're watching USL.TV. I'm Victor Ballesteros, and I have the privilege of being with Bree Lambert. Not only is she the women's champion in the 50K, she is also a fellow USL correspondent. Bree, congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
I'm not gonna ask you for just a simple question of how was your day. I'm gonna ask you, was it a challenge on a rating of 1, 2, or 3? Give me a number.
I would say it was a 3. It's definitely a tough course.
3 being the hardest.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you compare this race, this course to, in terms of something that maybe the folks watching might be able to kind of wrap their brain around?
Oh boy, I mean, there are several tough ultra events out there.
Mm-hmm.
Lake Sonoma is tough. I think, off the top of my head, I would probably compare it to Lake Sonoma.
Okay.
With the degree of climbing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, for those who don't know Lake Sonoma, it is you look at it and it seems like, oh, this is runnable, it's rolling, but it adds up. And that's just a 50 miler. This is a 100K. This has got 16,000 feet of elevation gain.
Right.
The difference here, I guess, is that you just have a lot of big, long pops that add up.
Exactly. Yeah. And they seem pretty relentless at times.
Mm-hmm.
And so, initially you're thinking, oh, I'm just going to, settle into a low gear and I'm just going to grind it out. But it's like the minute you finish one, then another one happens again.
Sure.
And so by the time you get to the end of your race, I mean, you're just toast, and the finish isn't just a descend.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just
mm-hmm.
like, okay,
mm-hmm.
I've only got 5 miles to go and I'm just going to descend to the finish. It's, Kira is so famous for having these, climbs at the end that just kind of squeeze the last bit of energy out of your body. So it's a tough course.
And I mean, you're from the San Francisco Bay Area. Do you think that what you have at your disposal was adequate enough to give you the kind of training to jump up on this and get your legs prepared for it?
Oh yeah, definitely. I would say so. I mean, we have some incredible trails in the San Francisco Bay Area. As you know, there's the Headlands.
What are your go-to trails?
I really like to train up in Marin, so
Okay.
So I'll train up there. I also like to train down in the South Bay at the Almaden Quicksilver County Park, and you're familiar with that.
Yeah.
They've got some significant climbs there, and I'll also head over to Santa Cruz and hit some of the trails, Wilder Park and also Nicene Marks, the Forest of Nicene. So you can definitely get some significant climbing there.
Cool. And you just mentioned also about being wrecked coming through to the finish line. When you finished, you didn't seem wrecked at all. As a matter of fact, you finished and you're like, all right, I see you with the microphone. Let's do an interview here, huh? I won.
Yeah, it's interesting though, because you definitely are ready to be done. I mean, it's today it was the 50K for me, and last year I was out here and I did the 50-mile race, and I wanted to come out here today and use this as an opportunity to get some quality training in for Gorge Waterfalls 100K next month. Yeah. And I feel like I did that. And, it was just a really good, hard effort.
Gorge is going to be, what would you classify that? Is that an A-game race, or is that just another, are you building up to something very key, or is that going to be?
Yeah, so it's a Montreal Ultra Cup race.
Yes. And
so it's a states qualifier. So I am definitely going to treat it as such and go out there feeling as prepared as I can possibly be to perhaps qualify for states.
Get a ticket.
And then in the event that doesn't happen, I'll be completely happy with the fact that I've just completed 100K in an area that I've never raced in before.
Nice, yeah.
And then I will look forward to running Leadville 100.
Fantastic.
And I have a spot at Leadville this year, so I'm excited about that.
So, I mean, you could have done the 100K here and tried to get a ticket. Any reason to not, try this first? And if this didn't work out, then maybe try to push out another 100K in just a couple of weeks?
Right. I am always going to err on the more conservative, I guess not err, but always be more conservative when it comes to my my buildup for quality races or for A races. And I just know my body. I'm not somebody who will just, churn out these high mileage, events and run the risk of injury. I mean, I really have been fortunate enough to keep my body healthy and mechanically sound, and I just want to keep it that way.
Good.
So
well, a little shout out to your sponsors, Ultraspire, Brooks, and you're saying that hopefully a little
Pocket
Fuel. So these are some of the brands, some of the folks that helped out in getting you through the race.
Yes. And I just want to say, just a shout out to Bryce Thatcher, president of Ultraspire. This Spry vest rocked today. Totally happy with it. Thanks a lot.
Nice. Awesome. Well, thank you, Bree. Thank you for taking the time to talk to
Victor.
us. Congratulations. I was glad I got a chance to do this.
Yeah, very cool.
It's going to be gorgeous. And so I'm looking forward to interviewing you for the win. There you go.
Okay.
I just threw that down. Now you got to do the win.
No pressure
at all. I'm going to tweet every day. Bree's going to win. Check in.
Thanks a lot, Victor.
Yeah. For USL.TV, I'm Victor Ballesteros, and we're going to see you guys out on the trail.